Hi everyone. So I've been toying with different ideas on what to use Lit Cosmetics glitter in Rich and Famous with. This is a solid size 2 glitter. This is one of the first glitters I got. This was back when she was running her promo on Lit Cosmetics glitter. She was giving this one out. I think right now she's giving, her latest promos have been Smooch and Champagne Wishes, but this was one of the more recent ones, I think back in December. And I did a nude look with it, which I posted on my blog post. So I can link that down below, including the review of this glitter. I did a purple one not too long ago, but the crease was so kind of harsh that I never posted the tutorial because the quality was kind of bad. And then I knew I wanted to pair it with purple, but I knew I really wanted something very different that wasn't harsh and was just kind of a play on colors. So Jody from Lit Cosmetics Glitter actually mentioned that I try it with red. So here is a fun red and purple look using Rich and Famous on the lower lash line. I'll zoom in. I wanted to make sure that you could see all the colors because sometimes when I've used Lit Cosmetics glitter in the past, I've pressed it very heavily onto the lid, taking the actual color away. So I wanted to accentuate the look rather and place it on the bottom. Solid size 2 is definitely my favorite finish because it's not sparse and you can definitely see what you're getting. So I hope that you enjoy this look. You could try this with any cosmetics. You don't have to use any of the brands I use. This is just an idea. So I hope that you like it, and thanks. So to get started, I've already applied the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Shadow Primer. So far, no eye irritation. I like the way it conceals, so I've already placed that on my eyes. So for the look, I'm going to be taking a little bit of Love Plus, which is right there. I'll be taking this up on the paddle side of my Good Karma brush that came in the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to press this all over the eyelid. I know some people are making comparisons of La Femme Cosmetics versus Sugarpill Cosmetics, saying that they looked very, very similar, if not the same brand, but the ingredients aren't listed as being the same. So you could choose to buy what you want, but Love Plus has different ingredients. So I'm just going to press this all over the eyelid like so. Now this inner portion of the eyelid right here, I'm just going to kind of pull that back a little bit because it's so harsh. I don't want it to have a very heavy starting and stopping point. And then I just took a little bit of Poison Plum. I blended it into the crease using rotation circles. This does have like a satin shimmer to it. So I'm just going to blend that out in the crease. I'm starting in the outer corner because that's where I want the majority of the pigment to be. I'm just blending that out. And I like to use little rotation circles because it just gives a very smooth effect. If you'd prefer to do this look with a cut crease, you can always cut the crease with like an angled brush in Poison Plum or a purple eyeliner and then move it into the crease. I just like to use these rotation circles because it gives the look a very well blended, very kind of airbrushed look to it. For me, I like that look. Now if you're somebody who doesn't like to over blend their eyeshadow and you want those marks of color, then you could just blend out less. I think part of the reason my techniques might be different from other gurus is because I'm left-handed. I'm sure it has something to do with it. So I'm just going to blend that out in the crease. I'm going to be taking some of this soft matte peach right here, and this is number 111R from Inglot. And Sugarpill is definitely a vibrant color cosmetic company, so I just take little things to sort of add into the look when I'm working with Sugarpill, which is fun. It's kind of fun to mix your brands, especially the ones you love the most. I love Sugarpill, love Inglot. I love a number of brands, but it's definitely fun to work with them and see what you can create. So I'm just going to blend that out in the crease. Now for this upper part of the crease, just to get a really nice even blend, I'm going to take that darker peach, and this is the Delinquent 787. I'm just going to blend that into the crease to sort of soften up the purple towards the brow highlight. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Tako, and this is from the Sweetheart palette. You obviously don't need to have all these palettes, but in the long run, I think if you wanted to get all the Sugarpill colors, I would go with the palettes because it's a better deal. I'm going to be taking a little bit of Tako and on the Delinquent 785, and I'm just going to blend that into the inner portion of the eye a little bit, and blend that up to just smooth that out. Just so it's very soft yet dramatic. Now for the very arch of the eyebrow, I'm going to be taking Tako again, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that up on that same blender. And this is also gonna soften and dramatize the look. So the one color you could probably skip on is that peach color if you wanted to. You could take a face powder instead, but I think that peach really helps soften up the blending of the purple, because otherwise that purple would get like a very milky purple color. So for the upper lash line, I just used about a medium-sized amount of liner using Stila Stay All Day waterproof liner, and this is in Carbon Black. I like to start from the outside because that's where I'm going to place the most amount of color to get the depth in the lashes, which is kind of the whole purpose of liner. So some people hate this much liner because it's kind of over the top because it's lined over, I guess, where it really needs to be. So it's up to you if you want to add this much liner. You don't have to. You can always just tightline and waterline, and then it's essentially all you need to do. Just gonna make that about a medium-sized amount of liner. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencil, and this is in Delinquent. They've been making Delinquent in cream stick and cream eyeshadows a million times over. This is like one of their kind of essential purple colors for cream sticks and bases. I'm just going to line the waterline and the lower lash line with Delinquent. You can always use a basic black if you prefer. They do sell drugstore purple liners like the Milani Liquify Eyes and things. And it's got a slight shimmer to it, but I'm going to be layering it with Poison Plum, which also has a satin feel to it. I'm just going to pop this on with just a generic angled brush. And that's just going to set it and pull in Poison Plum again. So now I'm going to be adding Kiss Lashes in number 5. It's been a while since I've taken these. These are slightly more dramatic than the number 3s. So I'm just going to add those on top of my mascara. So to get started on the piece de resistance of the look, I'm going to be taking Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. I put a little on the back of my hand. You don't have to go this far if you don't want to. You can always not stick on the back of your hand, use a palette. I'm just going to be applying this with a really kind of just cheap synthetic angled brush. You can use the one that came in the kit, is best advised, because these liquid bases can ruin a nice brush. So take a brush that you don't care about, or take those little funny ones that come in the kit for just for you, just so nothing gets ruined. This brush is already so stiff, it's like, who cares? Or you could go to Michael's or whatever craft store and get some as well. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Rich and Famous. I already have a blog post review of this color up for some time. Anytime I go to record a look, it's like not the one I want for Rich and Famous, so I always redo. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of that on the lower lash line. And it's got a lot of different color in it, as you can see. So it's gonna pick up a lot of whatever you have on, or whatever color scheme you have on. I'm just gonna remove the excess that you saw me sprinkle on. If you want to be more precise, you could just take the eyeliner brush. I don't really care, I'm just gonna pull it off anyway. And I like the precision or the intensity that my finger gives to pushing on the glitter. It just makes it very like opaque and pressed into the glue. So we're almost done with this really fun look, and I'm going to be taking Illamasqua's cream blush in Laid. I'm just going to put on actually the tiniest bit amount of this color because it is extremely pigmented. And it actually looks really pretty almost when you put on too much, just because when you set it with powder, it takes on a nice flush, which is really, really weird considering it's purple. You think it wouldn't blend in with a light skin tone, but it actually really does. It's a very pretty multi-purposeful cream product that I think anybody can wear skin tone wise. Just depends on how much you apply of it. So I'm just taking like a finger of it and then popping it on. You could also see this blush on deep skin tones. It would be like the perfect go-to for that. I'm just gonna blend that out. Now for underneath the eyes, I want it to be very light underneath the eyes because the eyes are already so dark. So I'm just taking the Milani Advanced HD Concealer, which is like the YSL Touche Eclat. However, it's affordable. So I'm going to be taking the Soho New York Beauty Sponge. This is a dupe of the Beauty Blender drugstore at Walgreens, and I'm just going to blend that out so that underneath the eye is really, really lightweight and pretty. But I'm gonna make sure to blend it down into the blush so that the final effect is not a reverse raccoon eye statement. You just want it to look dramatic and highlighted. I'm just applying Urban Decay's 24/7 lip liner in Paranoid, a little rosier than I normally go, but the eyes are very red, the cheeks are very purple, and I usually do warm tone on the bottom if I'm doing, you know, blue or purple or whatever, just to sort of soften the look for me because I am so yellow toned, but you can always do with what you want, whatever color you want on the bottom. And to kind of work with the glitter that you see in the Rich and Famous, the gold, I'm going to be taking Urban Decay's lipstick in, not Peroxide, Midnight Cowboy. Peroxide, way different color, way different. Not glittery either, more frosty. And Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics Platinum Blonde. I think I wore this lip combo not too long ago, so I'm sorry if this is a repeat on that one, but it's more of an eye video anyways. So I hope that you enjoyed this look. Try it out if you're interested. If not, then maybe you got some inspiration, which is the purpose of tutorials. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.